Look what I got from Shark. Hopefully you guys can see it. We have a wet to dry straightener, a wet to dry round brush, a dryer, and we have a multi-styler. It's been several years since I have tried any Shark products, and I can't wait to try this. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, we gotta wash this hair. I was gonna do a different video. I would have showered before I did my makeup. That's all right. 3, 2, 1.
Much better.
I'm gonna go ahead and apply a heat protectant because obviously we gotta protect our hair. It does say on the box though, no heat damage. How's that even possible? I don't know, but just in case, we're gonna take precaution. I did do a video on Shark several years ago, and it is when, I think it was on their multi-styler tool, and it had some other things with it, and I really liked it. I liked it better than Dyson, and I will stand by that. Dyson has great products, but for the home, not for the hair. They're overpriced for the hair. So I'm gonna put the cost right here because right off the bat, I don't know what this costs, okay? So we have like the wand part. Oh, this is cool. It's like a little component that you just attach on. And same here. It's a component that you attach on to the base of it. Nice long cord, which is
appreciated.
Right off the bat, one complaint. Dyson has a multi-styler, but it's just one of these. This you have to have 2 to switch directions. But with Dyson, you can just press a button and it'll automatically switch directions of the airflow. It says left, and then on this one, it says right. Here's the blow dryer part. Down here, it has a little button, and it says for wet hair or for dry hair. So I guess you just switch it depending on which you want. You've got 3 wind speeds, so you can do low, medium, high. Same with heat, low, medium, high. You have the lock button up here, and then you have this button which brings this down. So this is really nice so that you don't have to have this big old piece, you know, up. You can bring it down like that. Really nice, very sleek product.
Before I forget, it does come in 2 colors, the blush color and the metallic color that I have.
So obviously we can't keep it down like this. We have to have it up for the straightener part. Up. Wow, this is really big. Let's go ahead. We're gonna do this for wet hair. Okay, so for wet hair, we have to press this button all the way up. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna put it on and see how it goes. All right, so clearly I need to like dry it a little bit, but it's definitely working. I'm just going to go back to the loud straightener. Try this again. Here's what we're working with. Did it work?
Heck yeah.
It worked. It worked really well. My hair is like stick straight. I still don't see how it doesn't damage your hair, but that's what they're saying. My hair feels very soft. I mean, it looks very shiny, very smooth. It did the job. I will say, it's like a little heavy. It is. It's a little heavy. I can feel my arm kind of tensing up, you know, having to hold it and click it up and down. So I would say that's definitely a negative. The noise, I mean, on full blast, like this thing is loud. It is loud. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Unlock it and then twist it to get it off. So I do want to try this guy. This is the wet or dry fusion brush. I think I want to try this brush on the dry side. Let's just try it and then we'll try it on the wet side too.
So I was kind of hoping I'd get like a 90s Jen Aniston type of blowout look with this, but you'll see it just wasn't wanting to work on my hair. I thought maybe I had the wrong setting on, but I didn't. So I just kept putting it through my hair, kind of spinning it to see what would happen.
All right, it didn't do much. Not gonna lie, it didn't do much. So I used the dry hair button. I'm just gonna go ahead and try it on wet hair. See if that makes a difference. We've got it all the way up. We're gonna do it on wet hair.
So I did the same type of motions with this brush on the wet side. Again, hoping for that 90s Jen Aniston type hairstyle vibe. And it just wasn't serving. So I was a little more optimistic because it's wet hair, and you know, I just felt like maybe the dry hair was the problem. But I just kept trying to get that 90s Jen Aniston look. I was trying to like twirl my wrists and twirl the little brush thing, try to manipulate it different ways and to get some type of bend, but it really just wasn't working.
I mean, maybe like a little bend. A little bend. I mean, it's nice because it's, you know, a brush and a blow dryer in one. You can use it on dry hair. You can use it on wet hair. I don't know if you can see. There are some hairs in there. Let's move on.
We're gonna try
The wrap. I'm excited about the wrap. I haven't used a wrap in a long time. Put this on. Kind of have some wet hair left back here. So we can try it on the wet first. This is not nearly as loud as the straightener or the brush.
So with these attachments, your hair just automatically gets wrapped around it. The air kind of suctions your hair in. It's cool technology. It's been around for a couple years, so it's not new. As someone who has had Dyson tools and Shark tools, don't go for the Dyson. It is just overpriced. My Dyson, the paint actually ended up chipping after like the first 2 months. So that was a huge turnoff. I was like, nope, Shark all day.
All right, we are pretty much curled. This is what it is looking like. It's looking really good. I like the curls. Obviously, is it gonna give you like those really tight, heatless curls are really tight, curling iron curls?
no.
This is a blow dryer, but I like the loose waves. So I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm gonna let it set for about 5 to 10 minutes and we'll come back and kind of brush through and see where we're at. Just give a little brush with our fingers. It definitely is not the kind of like curls that I typically go for, but it is pretty. I do like it. I really do. Is this gonna last all day on me? Probably not. Just being realistic, probably not. It's definitely gonna loosen up. I'm sure I'll still have some type of like curl, but yeah, it's not gonna last all day. But that's just how my hair is. I have very fine hair. I do like that you can style wet hair, but I also like that you can restyle dry hair without having to like wet your hair. Because when these products first came out, you had to use it on, you know, wet or damp hair. You couldn't just use it on dry hair. If I'm being 100% honest here, this was my least favorite attachment for my hair. I would use it. Obviously, it's like a brush and a blow dryer in one, so I appreciate that. But I think I would just rather use the straightener attachment. I do like the straightener attachment, like I had mentioned. I mean, it did its job. It looks phenomenal. It is pin straight, so it does what it says it's gonna do. And I love that you can use it wet or dry. It is heavy and it is loud. So those are two negatives. Blow dryer attachment works great. No issues with that. And then last but not least, the actual multi-stylers. Maybe it's just the Dyson technology. Maybe they have it patented to where Shark can't copy. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but I wish it was just one. You know, having to keep track of two, that's just kind of annoying, and swapping them out. But I mean, you only have to do one for each side. So it's not a huge deal, but it would just be preferred to have one and just click a button and it'll change the direction of the curl. You get a lot, okay? You get a lot. You would never need to have another straightener or curling tool again if you just bought all of this. So I think for the value, absolutely, it is there. You can't beat that. Shark has extremely high quality products. You can't beat that. I do think this side looks beautiful. I mean,
Hello.
so is it buy or is it buy? I think it's buy. I mean, for the value and everything you get, I think it's buy. There are some cons which I listed, so you just have to take that into consideration if you're interested in a tool like this, but I do like it. And I think it is worth the money if you are in that type of market, if you're willing to spend it. I mean, the results don't lie. Straight, curled, it did its job. So anyways, I hope you guys found this review helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll link this down below if you're interested. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you guys in my next one.